that wire you just picked up at Home Depot. The one in the landscape lighting aisle, 14 gauge, 2 conductor, about $19 for 100 feet, is 90% aluminum. Not an exaggeration. Not a rounding error. The industry spec is called ASTM B566, and it defines copper-clad aluminum as an aluminum core with a copper skin so thin you can scrape through it with a pocket knife. And it's sitting on the same shelf as solid copper wire, in the same aisle, in the same store, with packaging designed to make you think they're the same thing. Here's what took me a long time to figure out. The Romex in the main electrical aisle is fine. Southwire, Cerrowire, both solid copper, both UL listed, both made in the United States. Electricians have opinions about which one pulls easier, but the copper is real. The Gaudian scores into the earth and stays into the earth by the arc of the Roman faithful. The Romex is cobwebbed, has billed, and scored 2 places, 2 fetsetted, 2 mini frames have built the part which is real. The problem is 2 aisles over. Landscape wire, speaker wire, Ethernet cable, automotive wire, that's where the aluminum hides. And once you see the pattern, you realize it's not one bad product. It's an entire category of wire engineered to look like copper and perform like something much worse. By the end of this video, you'll know the specific brands to avoid, the one spec that exposes them instantly, and a 30-second test you can do right there in the store. Let's go. The brand is called Vrbgify. I didn't make that up. Go to homedepot.com right now and search for landscape lighting wire. You'll find listings from Vrbgify and another brand called Adrinfly selling 14 gauge and 18 gauge 2-conductor wire. And buried in the product specs, not on the front of the packaging, not in the title, is the phrase copper-clad aluminum. No UL listing number. No country of origin disclosed. No safety certification of any kind visible on the product page. These are marketplace sellers using Home Depot's platform the same way they use Amazon's, and the wire they're selling has 55% higher DC resistance than the solid copper Southwire spool sitting 3 feet away on the same shelf. I pulled the ASTM spec. Class 10A copper-clad aluminum is 10% copper by volume. The other 90% is aluminum alloy. The copper layer exists to make it look like copper-rated terminals. But here's where it gets interesting. Aluminum and copper expand at different rates when they heat up. Aluminum expands about 1.5 times more than copper. So every time current flows through that wire and it warms up, the aluminum core is pushing against the copper shell. Every time it cools, it contracts more. Over months and years of thermal cycling, connections loosen. And a loose connection is not a minor inconvenience. A loose connection is how electrical fires start. But that's the indoor scenario. Outdoors is worse. When you bury CCA landscape wire in wet soil and it meets a solid copper pigtail at a splice point, you've created a galvanic cell. The aluminum becomes the sacrificial anode. It corrodes. It oxidizes. And aluminum oxide is not like copper oxide. Copper oxide still conducts electricity. Aluminum oxide is an insulator. So your splice point slowly turns into a resistor, heating up while carrying less and less current to your landscape fixtures. Within 3 to 5 seasons, your path lights are dim, your connections are green and crumbling, and you're digging up the entire run. I spent way too long reading trade forums about this. The Electricians on Mike Holt's forum, Electrician Talk, the ECN boards. The consensus is not complicated. They don't buy the off-brand wire at Home Depot. And they don't buy it specifically because they've seen what CCA does at a splice point in a crawl space after 4 years. And here's the part that stops you. We've been here before. Between 1965 and 1973, a copper price spike pushed builders to wire roughly 2 million American homes with solid aluminum branch circuits. The Consumer Product Safety Commission studied those homes and found they were 55 times more likely to have an outlet connection reach fire hazard conditions than copper-wired homes. 55 times. That's not a warning in small print. That's arithmetic. And the failure mode was identical. Aluminum expanding, connections loosening, oxide building, heat concentrating. CCA is not the same product as 1960s aluminum wire. I want to be clear about that. The copper skin helps at terminals, but the core is the same metal, with the same expansion rate, the same oxide chemistry, and the same tendency to creep out from under a screw over time. If you've made it this far, you already know this channel isn't about telling you what to buy. It's about telling you what they hoped you'd never look up. Subscribe. I do this every week. Now it gets worse in a category you wouldn't expect. Ethernet cable. CCA Ethernet is everywhere on Amazon, and it's creeping into Home Depot's third-party listings. And CCA in a network cable is not just a performance problem, it's actually prohibited by the National Electrical Code for twisted pair communications wiring. Any CCA cable with a Cat5 or Cat6 label on it is, according to the Communications Cable and Connectivity Association, counterfeit. It cannot pass certification. True Cable ran a CCA Cat6 sample on a Fluke DSX-8 1000 and it failed. DC resistance, insertion loss, and return loss. And if you're running power over Ethernet to cameras or access points, the 55% higher resistance means your devices are being starved of voltage, while the cable dumps extra heat into your ceiling. Monoprice already had a CPSC recall in 2020 for Ethernet cables that failed UL flammability testing. The trend line here is not improving. So why does Home Depot stock this at all? The margin math. Aluminum is roughly 1/3 the density and a fraction of the cost of copper. A 100-foot reel of 14-gauge CCA landscape wire costs the seller maybe $5 to $7 to land. The equivalent solid copper costs $15 to $20. Same retail price, 2 to 3 times the gross margin. Southwire and Cerrowire won't touch CCA in the residential aisle because one house fire tied to their brand name would cost them more than every CCA spool ever sold. But a marketplace brand called Vrbgify, they don't have a reputation to protect. They have a margin to capture. If they do this with wire, they do it with everything. I did the same research for every major riding mower, chainsaw generator, and pressure washer. It's called the No BS Buyer's Vault. No sponsors, no affiliate links. Scan the QR code on screen or check the link in the description and pinned comment. That's the list of what to avoid. Here's what to actually buy, and it's simpler than you think. For any 120 or 240 volt branch circuit work, grab Southwire Romex SIMpull or Cerrowire CerroMax. Both solid copper, both UL listed, both stamped CU on the jacket. The brand wars between these two are about jacket slickness, not conductor quality. Either one is the right answer. For low voltage landscape lighting, buy Southwire's 12-2 stranded solid copper landscape wire. Home Depot stocks it as a 250-foot spool. It's clearly marked CU on the jacket, and it's UL listed for direct burial. The price difference over CCA is about $20 to $30 per 250 feet. That's the cost of not digging up your yard in 3 years. I'd spend my own money on this one. Honest caveat, it's heavier and stiffer to work with than CCA. That's because it's actually copper. Your call. For Ethernet, buy from a CCCA member manufacturer, Belden, CommScope, Panduit, or a verified reseller like True Cable. And for speaker wire, look for Bare Copper or OFC, oxygen-free copper, on the label. Avoid every budget spool that just says copper coated. Here's the one test that changes everything. Next time you're in the electrical aisle, flip the package over. Look for the letters CU on the jacket print. Look for a UL or ETL listing number. If neither is there, put it back. And if you're still not sure, ask to cut a 6-inch sample. Take your pocket knife and scrape one strand. Solid copper stays red all the way through. CCA turns silver after one pass. That's aluminum. Same gauge, same packaging, completely different metal inside. You now know something that most people running landscape wire this weekend don't know. The gap between solid copper and copper-clad aluminum is the only thing you need to understand about the wire aisle at Home Depot. You use this information, you check the jacket, you do the scrape test. You stop giving the CCA sellers your money and start buying the wire that'll actually last. YouTube thinks you'll like one of these 2 videos next, so tap whichever one catches your eye. And if you stuck around to the end of this one, subscribe. I'll be in there every week, pulling the specs they hoped you'd never read.